Hi everyone, Agnes here, and this is a YouTube for those of you that are really feeling broken-hearted and suffering and feeling pain of rejection today. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain a very important conversation that I had with my law of attraction friend many years ago that was a turning point for me, and how that conversation really stopped my suffering and how that conversation really got me to be doing specific things to give me the relief, to pull me away from the suffering, and how that happened pretty quickly. Okay? Now, by the end of the video, this will change your perspective, I hope, to give yourself relief, to then be able to start to feel the love again. Okay? So this is the conversation I had with her. I had been left by my husband, and he had moved on to somebody else, and I knew they were sleeping together one street away. Now, that was incredibly difficult, so I knew I had to really work on my mind. Now, I had already known about Law of Attraction and Neville before this happened, but when these situations happen, you really see what you're made of. So she explained to me this. She said, now, when you were together and you loved him and he loved you, she said the love that you had came from where? And I said, well, it came from within me, and I would enjoy that love with him. She said, that's right. She said, so when he walks away, he doesn't take your love with him like a pair of suitcases. She said, it's not like he picks up two suitcases and walks away and then you're left with nothing. She said, the love was within you, and the love is still within you. And all of a sudden I understood something profound, which was that he was the object of my attention, but that if I practiced, I could generate love from within me and still feel that I am love and I am loved from within. So I spent the next months practicing, and I got better at 3 affirmations. May divine love be made alive in me. I am love, and I am very, very loved. I practiced those 3 affirmations. Now, when I was in that danger zone of being really heartbroken and in suffering, I practiced them a lot, like 4,000 to 5,000 a day. Why? Because I knew if I let my mind wander, I would be in trouble and I would go into a lot of pain. So practiced it again and again and again for hours. And even when I got up in the night to go to the bathroom, it was like it was repeating on itself. So it was a really great conversation. And I finally understood that someone else is not your source of love. Someone else is not your oxygen tank, even when you're married. So people can come and go and take love with them or not. So we need to practice generating our own love from within and learning to be marinating and fertilizing ourselves from within with that love, you see. So that was extremely helpful. And I spent the next 6 months practicing those 3 affirmations and training my mind away from the emotions of I've been left, I've been abandoned, I'm second best, I'm not good enough, which were pretty strong in the beginning when that happens, as you know, when you're in the middle of it. So if you can practice that and firstly change your interpretation and understanding, because it's the not understanding that causes the pain. Okay? Now, so to recap, 3 affirmations. I am love. May divine love be made alive in me. I am very, very loved. Top 3, practice them a lot if you're in the suffering of I'm not good enough, I'm not wanted, I'm second best, and you've got the experience of that on the outside. And then you get good at those 3 things. You don't let your mind wander around and linger. And you remember that if someone leaves you, that they didn't take the love away like 2 suitcases, because the love came up from within you towards them, which means if you practice, you can still access the love. And as you learn to access the love, you crack that bond of suffering between you and them and what you think they did to you. Okay? So let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know where you're at with it. Let me know how you're practicing, as in changing from the suffering thoughts to the freedom thoughts. All right? Now, for those of you that do not know my relationship journey, there is a playlist where I share all the relationships I went through and what I learned from all of those. And there is also some free relationship courses for those of you that are new. 3 of them. I'll put the links to those down below. And if you have a specific person, there's a little toolkit that you can use as well. So there's lots of information there for you for free. Okay? And I hope that that helps. I hope that you can practice that. And I hope that you can start to change your interpretation so that you no longer cause yourself that pain, because I know it's awful. And now I'm not going to say to you, don't feel any pain. When it comes up, process it, let it out, create a bit of space to be able to do that, because it's important not to shove your emotions down. So you do that, you process it, let it out. Whew, you get to that place where you've cried a lot, you feel the relief, and then you get back to doing this. Okay? So that's the self-love. Allowing yourself to feel. All right, everybody. Lots of love. Hope you're having a good day. And I will put all of those things down in the description for you. Lots of love, especially to those of you that are really feeling the brokenheartedness and the rejection today. I know it's awful. It is. But I can tell you, if you start to do this work, you will free yourself so much quicker. And my friend said to me, wow, you look like you're in love after 2 weeks of me doing this. So it did work. I shifted from unlovedness to lovedness. Lots of love. Ciao, ciao.